Hello, my name is Lillian Matz, and I will be going over the information security policy that is going to be protecting the across the state's banks' digital assets. Agenda. The key topics that will be covered is the purpose, scope, objectives, network management, and security solutions, as long as security principles and practices, cryptographic protocols and tools, logical access controls, the conclusion, and the call to action, as in the contact information if people need to contact the company if there's any issues. The purpose is to define security guidelines to protect company data. The scope applies to employees, contractors, and third parties. Objective: ensure data protection, regulatory compliance, and operational security. Network management and security solutions. Key challenges are unauthorized access, malware, and insider threats. The solution is to implement firewalls, intrusive prevention systems, and network segmentation for access control, continuation of monitoring and anomaly detection, regular security audits, and vulnerability testing. Next is the security principles and practices. The application areas are the hardware, software, and human factors that would be part of the assets that we would be protecting. The best practice is the principle of least privilege to limit access, which that means is one of the things that's less vulnerable than making more limited access for only the authorized users use it. Patch management and timely updates. That means to build the firewalls and make sure everything is updated regularly. Because if it's not regularly updated, then you'd be prone to being hacked. Next is security awareness training and simulated phishing testing, which that means is get a lot of people to have admin access, and when they do that, you can be more aware of what's prone to happen when there's the assets getting hacked. And when they do simulating phishing tests, they can be more aware and see what their whole company is prone to. And if they know what's happening, then they can actually prevent what's going on. And lastly, for a really good security principle and practice is multi-factor authentication for enhanced security, is by having one login for your computer, and then make sure you have like Microsoft Authenticator like on your phone. Make sure you can have security that way. Next is cryptographic protocols and tools. Importance of cryptography is protecting data integrity and confidentiality. It is protecting all of the company's information, like the sensitive information, like the company's name or the employers that are there, like if they have like their social security on file or something like that. And the common tools are the transport layer security, which is encrypts network communications. The next is advanced encryption standard, which is secures stored data. And lastly, the PKI, the public key infrastructure. Managers, sorry about that. That does manages encryption, keys, and authentication. So this is all about securing everything and making sure nothing gets hacked. And if it does, you can do a cryptographic message and it will be all encoded, and it's not all, hold on, give me a moment. Like it's not all leaked. And by doing like a secret message, then it'd be harder to guess what it is. Next is the logical access controls. The methods is ensuring that the employees and everyone have strong password policies, have a mandatory multi-factor authentication, like having your computer login and having the Microsoft Authenticator app or something similar. Maybe the smart cards and biometric to build on the security, and a role-based access control to enforce least privilege. So that means having some of the employees be like low-level employees and a little higher ranked of like admin. And the goal is to prevent unauthorized access to sensitive information, as I said before. The conclusion and call to action. The key takeaways is security is a shared responsibility. It means everyone needs to secure everything. No one should be like, no, that's not what I should do. Yes, you should do it. The call to action is follow company security policies and the best practices as followed. Report any suspicious activities immediately because if you do, you can keep all your company's very sensitive and important information. Because if you didn't, you would all your data would be lost and it would be very hard to find what's legit. And stay informed and proactive about security threats because no matter what time of day and time, it can always happen to you. Lastly, thank you so much for listening to this presentation of the security policies and how to protect the assets for a company. And stay aware and stay secure. And below this is the information of the company that I provided. Thanks and have a great night.